Hello everyone, welcome back to Glorious Events YouTube channel. Like I told you, this is the channel for all events, and I'm still telling you about the biggest wedding of the year 2023 here in Uganda, the Busoga Royal Wedding. And I want to share the top 10 things that have stood out for me from this wedding. This wedding has been live streamed on all the leading televisions. Companies have come out to brand as far as beer bottles, my friends, to commemorate this day, because this is a landmark royal wedding. It has been decades and decades since we last had a royal wedding. So we have cause to celebrate. We have a reason to jubilate, because the last time Busoga had a royal wedding was in 1956. So please come out, celebrate, congratulate them, be happy, make merry. Party after party, I hear, is happening in Busoga Kingdom. So why not? Why not? So as a wedding planner, as an event planner, there are things I look out for. There are things my eye picks up to learn, to to do better, or to advise my couples to do better in theirs. So I was really keen to see the top 10 things that I can point out from the royal wedding that really stood out for me. First off, we are talking about royalty, my friends. So the groom is the Chavazinga Nadiope the Fourth, and his beautiful bride is the Queen Jovia Mutesi. Yes, this wedding was held at Christ's Cathedral, Bugembe, and it was officiated by the Archbishop, the Right Reverend Stephen Kaziva Mugalu. That is what happened. That is where the vows took place. Thereafter, they went for their wedding reception at the Igenge Palace. Yes, it was excluding royalty, true royalty. The lights, the decorations. I have put up a video showing the decorations. Everything was just on point. The other thing that stood out for me was the witness. The witness, guys, I always advise people, the person you choose as your witness should be someone who has walked the journey, who has, gone through this, and they can ably advise you in your marriage. And this was no other than the Queen of Buganda Kingdom, the Navagereka, Sylvia Najinda, is the one who signed their marriage certificate as their witness. Now, this is someone who has walked the journey of being a royalty, of being a queen. She has done it so gracefully. She has done it so well. So personally, I was really glad to see that she is the one who is the witness for them both, and I believe she'll be able to guide them in the right way that they should do the matters of the kingdom. The other thing that stood out for me was cake. Did you guys see the cake? My God, my God. Anyone who knows who baked that cake, please drop her company name or her name in the comment section below. Let's give her flowers. Let's give her full flowers, because this cake was outstanding. It was truly a sight to behold. It was a castle design cake with the florals at the bottom. It was beautifully done, and I'm sure everybody is going to have a bite of that cake, because it is huge. It is huge, as just like the castle that is Igenge Palace. It is marvelous. The other thing that stood out for me were the cars. Did you see the bridal cars? Yeah, you guys, did you see them? From the time they were bringing the bride, the whole entourage, ish, ish, to the time they were leaving the church, they had the open carriage, and they were waving to the people, and the escort cars, and everything was just on point, just as you can see from the pictures. So yes, that really stood out for me also. The other thing that I loved was the entertainment, guys. when you're having a wedding reception, please have fun. Have fun. This is your day to celebrate your union. Whatever it is that works for you, do it. This is a cultural wedding. Busoga is a tribe in Uganda, and they had their traditional dances, their traditional musicians. Everything was just traditional, cultural, and we also had artists who had composed songs specifically for the Chavazinga for this particular event. So we had traditional dancers, we had those who know Rachel Magola. My God, all-time favorite Rachel Magola performed. We had the Frigo Band performing. We had Gilo, the flutist, playing his flute so beautifully. We had many, many artists who had composed their songs. I watched like two of them, and they were really nice. They got people off their seats and dancing, and that is the essence of entertainment at the reception. Whatever works for you, whether it's a band, whether it's a piano person, whether it is a saxophonist, whatever it is, please make sure you get your guests on the floor dancing and rejoicing with you for your day. The other thing that stood out for me was the moment the father of the bride walked her down the aisle. Oh my God. Oh my God. First off, I just loved that moment because it is every girl's dream to be walked down the aisle by their father. And it's every parent's dream to walk their child down the aisle. It's an honor for them, it's a pride for them. So I was really happy to just see that picture. That picture, those of you who watched it live, I believe it was way better, but the picture speaks volumes. But also the way he dressed, the father of the bride, he's an RDC in the Busoga district. The way he dressed, hey, he had the hat on, he had the half coat, he had the kanzu, he had his coat. Oh my God, he looked so dapper, he looked so good, and he did it right. I really loved, just you could see their connection, you could see that father-daughter bond. I loved it. And just away from that, the other thing that stood out for me, I think that is the ninth one if you've been counting with me. The other thing that stood out for me were the guests that were invited for a royal wedding. Really, the guests that were invited fit the cloth. My friends, we had VIPs. We had Queen Mother of Toro Kingdom, Best Kemigisha Akiki, in attendance. And whoever did the sitting chat arrangement, kudos to you, hats off to you, because the queens were seated right next to the new queen, Jovia Matesi. They were just next to her. What better way to usher her in than to sit her with, the queens who have been in the game for a long time. So we had the Queen Mother of Toro Kingdom, Best Kemigisha Akiki. We had the Queen of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, Her Majesty Omugo Margaret Adieri. We had the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda representing the President himself. So we had Jessica Alupo. She read a speech from the President, which I think is a very, very honorable thing that the President, recognized and honored this occasion. We had the Yala Minister, Rebecca Kadaga. She was at the forefront running this with a lot of passion, a lot of dedication. She has always wanted to see Busoga district and kingdom prosper, so it was really beautiful to see her there. We also had the Eswatini kingdom officials. I loved their attire. I don't know what it means, but it represented their culture very, very well. We had the first son, the first son, Muhozi Kainerugaba, with his beautiful wife. They were in attendance. That speaks volume. We had the Deputy Speaker of the August House, the Parliament. Deputy Speaker was in attendance. He gave a speech. He advised them. So you're just looking at the guest list, the VIPs on it, the cultural leaders from the Busoga Kingdom, everyone who was just invited, everything was just, top notch. So that also stood out for me. And the last thing that stood out for me, the 10th thing that stood out for me, was the captions, the comments, the messages from the public. It was just warming, heartwarming and heartfelt messages of congratulations, praising them, admiring the beauty of the queen, just congratulating the king. Everything was just positive, positive, positive. And the new vision called this the wedding of the year. And I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. I don't even want to dilute it. Guys, take this to the bank. This was the wedding of the year, and those were the top things that stood out for me. Till next time, stay tuned to Glorious Events, where we discuss everything events related to ensure that you have a smooth time when you're planning your event. In case you have a wedding coming up or any event and you would like support to help you plan, to reduce your stress in the planning period, because we know the best service providers. We don't want you to deal with fake service providers who will take your money. We want you to have full value for your money. We want you to be stress free, enjoy your day, create those memories, and let us run the show for you.